I'd like to introduce you to the concept of playing the bass notes. Now, it seems to me that there has been this way of learning the guitar, pop guitar at least, where we try and teach students to play the chords first. And that does seem like a logical way to do it, because you think, oh, chords, they sound nice. They're played on an acoustic guitar. Maybe they're quite easy. They're not. Chords aren't that easy. Not in the beginning, anyway. Your hands have got to do all these weird stretches. You've got to try and put your fingers on, 4 different strings, and you've got to move your arm and your wrist in different ways, and your muscles are aching, and then your fingertips start cracking, and you've got so many things to deal with. And that's before we even mention strumming with the right hand. Now, think about what a bass player might do if a bass player is learning to play bass for the first time. They're probably only going to be playing one note on one string for quite a long time in the beginning stages. They don't have to learn to press multiple strings down with multiple fingers, okay? And this is where jokes come from about bass being easy, which it definitely is. Anyway, so why can't we, as guitarists, why can't we adopt that approach? Why can't we play bass lines on the guitar? This then very quickly enables you to play along to your favourite song, which is the goal in the first place, right? You want to play along to your favourite music. You just want to put on a tune. You want some time to yourself, and this lets you do that quite quickly. So ordinarily, let's use Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison as an example, okay? And we're going to use the verse. And in the verse, we've got G, C, G, D. I'll say that again. G, C, G, D. Okay? And it would sound like this. Now, as you can see, there's quite a lot going on. I'm strumming the chords and I'm changing with different fingers, etc., etc. So why don't we simplify it and make it into only bass notes? Okay, so what we can do is we can play these on only the low E string. And we're only going to use one finger. So we're cutting out the complication of all the fingers. We're cutting out 5 of the other strings. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick one note per chord change. If you want the chord and lyric chart for this, I'll make it available for download. Okay, so the way we would do that on the low E string is first we need to find the notes G, C and D, because they're the 3 different chords, okay? So G is located at the 3rd fret of the low E string. There's the note G. Then we bring our first finger all the way up to the 8th fret of the low E string for the note C. And then we bring it up to the 10th fret of the low E string for the note D. And that's it. So if you can just memorise those notes, G at the 3rd, C at the 8th, D at the 10th. So instead of the complicated chords, what we would end up with on our bass line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. Now isn't that a lot more manageable? And what if we do that with multiple songs? What if we do that with so many songs? We get so comfortable with playing those bass lines, we can then move up to 2-note chords, and then we can progress to 3-note chords. And then eventually we can start getting up to those big 6-string open chords that, will be our sort of our medium-term goal, if you like. So give that a go with Brown Eyed Girl. Download the sheet music, play along to the track, and see if that's something that works for you. And don't forget to record your practice results as well. Record what you do. What can't be measured can't be improved.